Hey guys, Tristan here with the Tainted KO team. I just want to bring you guys I'm not going to necessarily say a short video, but a video nonetheless of a game that you may or may not have heard of called Elements. It can be accessed by this address. It's a fantasy card game. I don't know if that's your type of thing or not. Sorry. But personally, I do find it enjoyable and a good way to pass the time, especially when you're in an environment that's not necessarily exciting, like school. To create an account, you just hit play now, type in a username and password. I'm just gonna do Blood Taint 1 because I'm creative like that. Password, look, you can access my account. And you can do an email if you want to. I have never once done that. So, hit done, and play now. You can create whatever kind of deck you want. My suggestion would be either life, darkness, death, or fire. Personally, because I'm a little more experienced, I think I'm going to make a water deck. That's something I haven't done all that much. So this is what you'll first see. If I could talk, I'd be dangerous. Once you create your account and choose your deck and all that, this is basically telling you that your first quest is to beat a level 0. Well, before you do that, I'm going to make you do this. Access your deck, and you should see something sort of like this. You'll have like a main set of cards and then another set that's much smaller. So what I'm going to ask you to do is just get rid of that extra set to the best of your ability. Your minimal limit is 30 cards, so if you have 31 cards, for example, in my case, just get rid of one of your quantum pillars, make it 30. The reason for doing this is just to keep your deck very basic and very limited. That way you have a better draw chance and you get the cards you need. As far as your other 2 quantum pillars, if you do have 2 quantum pillars left over, personally what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the bazaar. I sold all my cards already. I ended up with somewhere around 150G, as should you. I'm going to go to water here, and I'm going to look through and see what looks good. I'm going actually to get... I'm going to get 1 Nymph's Tears and Flooding. Okay. Just to get rid of the other 2 quantum pillars in my deck, because I really don't want them. Go back to the bazaar, sell them. Menu. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do my very first quest. Beat a level 0. So this is what it starts off as. You'll see that you have your Quanta pool here. Quanta is used to activate cards such as Ice Bolt or Ice Dragon. The way you generate Quanta is through pillars and your mark. Your mark generates 1 Quanta of whatever type of mark you have. Pillars generate 1 Quanta of whatever type of mark you have. Quantum pillars generate 3 random Quanta. So, yeah. You've got spells and you've got creatures. Some creatures have unique abilities. Some spells do different types of things. For example, the spell I just activated did 2 damage to the enemy card. Or creature, I should say. The other spell I activated was called Purify. It does 2 healing per turn. I'm just going to summon this creature here. Creatures will always have an attack and a defense. Defense can also be considered health, I suppose. You have shields and you have weapons. Weapons are basically like creatures, but they're a little bit more difficult to destroy. And shields protect you from enemy creature attacks. Creatures will attack the health directly. They do not have to go through creatures. And the amount of damage done is based on the creature's attack, which this blue crawler that you see here has 3 attack and 3 defense. So it does 3 damage every time I end my turn, which you do so by hitting space if you haven't figured that out already. And it has 3 health, which means that it can only take 3 damage before dying. The way you do damage to enemy creature is through spells. You know, like my Ice Bolt did 2 damage, and this Ice Bolt is going to do nothing because he's immaterial, which means he can't be targeted. You can tell by the little unlimited infinity sign right there next to his attack. So yeah, just a basic little game here. I beat him. That was the screen that you would see. Basically, at level 0, once you beat a level 0, you don't get any spins. At level 1, you get 1 spin. Level 2, you get 2. Level 3, you get 3. At level 4, you get 3, with a possibility at an upgraded card, and so on. Basically, what you lose, you just hit spin all, and it's kind of like slots at a lottery. If you get 3 of the same card, then you win the card. Beyond that, the game is really just a matter of playing to learn. The arena is another sort of back section to the game, should you choose to use that. Personally, it's not something I get into all that often. So that's the basis of the game. There's also PvP and whatnot. Another thing that you should consider is the Oracle. You can visit him once a day. He gives you gold. He gives you, well, he might, I should say, give you a card, and he grants you a pet, which is basically just a creature that fights for you for the next 3 games. And that just about wraps it up. Alright guys, thank you for watching. Have an amazing day, and I really hope to see you around here soon. Thanks.